Alright, I'm back. We have got two power outages, and in case there is a third one, then I'm going to call it a day or a night in this case. And we will continue Polybridge tomorrow, but let's hope we won't get to that point. Let's hope the outages are over. I thought it was strange because I looked at my window and then I could not see the rain anymore, so I was thinking that we would be alright, even though we had seen some lightnings or thunders happening, but when I checked the window right now, there was no rain. So what happened? So because of this instability, then I also should not like consider streaming for super long anymore. But I do want to finish that level, or I want to still understand what was going on regarding the hydraulics control that they gave me, but I could not make it work. And then I don't know if the autosave will help me out this time either, because for the first power outage it did not save. But hopefully for this one that I have done more changes, please autosave, can you help me out? Thank you, Surrey. Hopefully we won't have another outage like I was saying. Let me see if it autosaved at least. Okay, and I also had an attempt to one save, that's good. But let me see the autosave. This looks alright, so let's continue from here, right? Sabri is saying that the game's logo is an example of hydraulics. Oh, you mean the name of it? Yeah, right. They lift the B, the letter B, right? Yeah, that's right. It looks like a very hard like challenge for you to lift that letter B on the waiting screen of this game. Did you guys get what was happening regarding this hydraulics controller? Because honestly, I'm still like, what the heck? Wait, do I need to select more things maybe? No, they only allow me to select the hydraulics rope or rope, right? I don't have a better word. And the split joint. Wait, you were saying it's the numbers like always? Wait, which numbers? No, the numbers are correct regarding the split joint. So I'm trying to select and deselect things. I believe that on this situation only the split joint is selected, but I don't know what it does. Now it's the opposite. The hydraulics are selected but not the split joint. You really think it is the numbers? But then it's going to change what we knew about the numbers regarding the split joints, right? it's going to give the numbers another meaning. I do feel like there is like a shortcut for me to activate this hydraulic controller, because think about it. If it says hydraulic controller, it means that I have control over it, right? It makes me want to believe there is like a button I need to press or a key I need to press to make it to work. Don't you think? But it doesn't show it to me while we are watching the level when it starts. You were telling me that I'm changing the configuration, but I'm forgetting it's a timeline. No, I'm not forgetting it's a timeline. I'm just saying that the first ship that comes is this one, so I wish this was the first one to open. Wait, do you mean that I cannot take control over this? So, in other words, I would need to change this bridge completely because this ship needs to come through, although the hydraulics will not be activated because it's not its time to be activated. So this level will be harder than it seems? No, the accident happens in D. It happens here. B is fine. B is a moment? I mean, yeah, but B is the moment of the first hydraulics. The thing is that I wish that hydraulics was the first one. I don't know how to do it though. For some reason, the game starts with this one, even though they have no difference between themselves. I was thinking that the hydraulics were like automatic. If the ship comes, they will start by themselves, but not on this level. You want me to click on the B? You mean this? Like, that's what I want. I want B to be that one. And then D to be the other one? Is that what it is? Haven't I tried that? You see, it's not. They still do their. Wait, but. Wait, never mind. This time something has changed. This one did not work by itself. Okay, we changed one thing here, although I still don't get it. Yeah, I wish B was that one. But then now even D did not work. And it seems that they both cannot operate at the same time. try the opposite. This is back to the first attempt. So I'm starting to get it. Yeah, I'll need to change the bridge here, guys. Because this timeline is saying that ship A is going to come with the van, right? So this is all before the hydraulics. So I do need to have the bridge open for the ship before the hydraulics. And then after this happens, maybe I will take control over the hydraulics. Isn't it that? Both are on B and both are on D. Yes, I think it's going to make more sense if I change this part. I cannot solve this with that bridge. On moment B, the left part or left side won't budge, but the right side will, if it is like the opposite. But on moment B, I want this to happen. And on moment D, I want that to happen. Now it's right. But what's not right is that moment A will never allow me to open the hydraulics. Because the ship is already coming with the van. So this right here cannot be like that. I'll need to change the second part. Probably it needs to be open and then I'll need to close it. Could you see it? I only have control from B to E, but A is like, ship's coming, the bridge must be open. Right? It makes sense to you too? So this is wrong, like I need to change this. Let's think about it. But at least the hydraulics controller made more sense now. Okay, so I need to set this in an open position. And then it's going to extend in order to close it, I think. So if this is open, then the road needs to be like this and this one as well, right? Okay, then I need to redo the wooden parts. I will redo everything. No, this is wrong. It can't have that connection. Maybe something like this? And then you put it to extend. or expand actually. Expand 25%. I think this is going to crack, but we try to add some more ropes so it can support it, right? Oh, oh, wait, wait, what? Oh, okay. Actually, this needs to operate on B2, right? Everything needs to operate on B, but it's not. Or was it? It is operating, but it's not doing it right. Okay, so how can I make it to do it right? Maybe regarding the angles? Something like this? Or if I ask it to extend more or expand more, try 50%. It is stuck, you think? Where? It's not. Is it? I think it is the angle. It's not stuck. I just need to get a maybe angle plus distance. We usually don't use expand, right? So that's why we are struggling. That's very close, but it's not enough. Also use a cable. This is actually a very fun level. Oh wait, what? Oh, now it was... Okay, now I locked it, right? Maybe use a cable there? Yeah, that van is not going to make that jump. Um, okay, change the place of the hydraulics. Maybe if it's higher. What about this? Nope. Hmm. Does it really need to be close? I could swear it needs to be like distant from it. Yeah, it's not that. Oh, okay, that's much better. That's going to crash, right? It is. Okay, maybe we can work on that. Maybe if I add a cable connecting that to that. That's not enough still. Yeah, it's a matter of avoiding that jump. Maybe like this? It's still jumping. That's like the maximum distance that I can get. Maybe that's going to be enough. So I need to get there. Yeah, what about this? That's good, but it still jumps. But I think I cannot get better than that. I need to make the second part stronger. Is this really going to break it? Can't this cable stretch as it goes down? It can't. But I need to make it stronger. Wait, this is not... Oh yeah, it's not connected to that, right? Yeah, it's not. Maybe if I make it larger? It's also hitting the road, like directly, not just jumping. So maybe if I change this a little bit, like that. Okay, now it gets to the second part, but it destroys the whole thing. I don't know, I can only add ropes, right? Let me try changing the angles even more. What about this? If I remember the previous map, no, not the elevator one. You're referring to the... I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You're referring to this, right? This could help. But it's still somewhat wrong. Show that to me again on slow motion. I do think that if we can make this jump to work, it's done, like the level is complete. it's cracking right there. What if I make this stronger? But I don't have money anymore. Oh, this is not good. I don't know, take that cable out. Try adding the rope. No, Subaru, the strategy from the previous map is not doing it. But I could not make them to get like in a perfect line when the hydraulics work, you know? This was the closest I could do. I mean, but keep trying. What if I can... of course. Delete that. Can I build it now? I can, but then it should get up there. But sure, try it from there. What if this works? It's still the same. But okay, we did it. But I did not see the difference, like what? But okay, I will not complain. We did it. Maybe it needed to be shorter, even though I was hoping for it to be longer. Did you get it, Subaru? I did not get it because they were still having the angles, so the van would still jump. But sure, at least was a better jump, I guess. Thanks. Next, we need to deal with the other one, right? Why did it not work? I need to close that after it goes, right? So it's like... yeah, it's there. Okay, I get it. So they both need to operate... actually, never mind. The second one should not open again, right? It needs to stay closed. So go back here. This one will close, so it stays closed, so you don't operate again, but you right here, you operate, right? And then this will be the solution, hopefully. Hey Joe Dancing, welcome back. I think you came back for the time that we are finally clearing this level. Oh, your walk and the grilled cheese was a success. I'm happy to hear it. Remember to try adding the oregano next time. And I think the bridge is a success too, right? Oh wait, but it's going to have another jump right there. Can you make it? You could! There we go! Okay, so this level, once again, every level in here is a lesson. It was a lesson about extending the hydraulics, plus using the lessons from the previous level, like to use a single red joint as a support. And yeah, to not give up about what seems to be the answer. Like, we were changing the angles, extending the length of the cables, and then we could get there. Wait, you added the oregano? You made the tomato soup too? What are the ingredients for a tomato soup, Joe Dancing? Is it tomato and then some herbs, of course, then some water? What else do you need? Do you need some, I don't know, some other crazy thing? Oh, you got a canned one. I see. We don't have many tomato soups that are sold, right? That are sold here like canned. You just add some water, onion powder, and oregano. Yeah, probably some onion for the tomato soup too. Oh, Campbell's, I have heard of that brand. So what do we have in here, guys? We have moving on up. It is a car, and hydraulics, and returning returning checkpoint. It is like a condensed soup. Don't say it's like a condensed soup because it makes me think on condensed milk, which reminds me of things that are sweet, and that reminds me of the freaking sweet beans you have in the US. That sounds right. That sounds terrifying to me. Sweet beans. It's like sweet beans are made of this. Okay, that was so horrible. But I will stay with the song, not with the sweet beans are made of this, okay? Hi Bookmark, how are you? Yeah, dad jokes, you can only expect dad jokes by me because I think I need to go for simple jokes. And as I'm like not first language English speaker, so I need to find easy jokes. But yeah, sweet beans are made of this, but please not sweet beans, right? Savory beans. I cannot lurk to that. Is it that bad that you need to express a reaction, Bookmark? You had to come out from lurk for that, alright? Oh my god, now we can come up with... We can, right? Now I couldn't even say the word can without thinking on canned beans. I'm broke. I'm broke and hungry, guys. You guys made me like to get broken, so there is no hope anymore. We need to finish the stream and go have some food and some meal, because anything I say now is going to remind me of food. Bookmark, are you having anything good for dinner tonight? Share your delicious dishes to us in here, right? I'm doing alright, just hungry like you can totally see. But I had a very lazy until Saturday. Besides the power outages that we were having for the stream, everything's alright. Thank goodness we could clear that level before another power outage. In case there is a third power outage, that's going to be it for me tonight. But as we are still good, I will still try to beat this level right here. I deserve some good food. I will end up buying more burgers this week, and there is going to be some guilty pleasure about that. Or is it the guilty pleasure the word I want? Maybe it's not actually. No, it's not guilty pleasure the word I want. Let me change the example because this is what has been happening to me regarding pizza. So I learned how to bake pizza last year, right? And by the way, best learnings of my life, please start baking your pizza today so you can master it with time, right? But yes, I learned how to bake pizza and I have been trying to bake pizzas every time I want to eat pizzas. Although sometimes I may be either lazy or like I don't have the ingredients thanks to quarantine. So there was this day that I had to order pizza. And when I was eating that pizza first, I was like feeling that my baked pizza is better than the place's pizza already. I feel like I'm enjoying my pizzas more than the pizzas I can buy here in my city. And second, I was like feeling regretful, some sort of like, should I really have ordered this? You know, I was having those feelings. Maybe because I knew my pizza was tasting better, or I prefer my pizza now. And you know, I was feeling that regret of buying that and eating that, even though it was something still delicious and really good, and you cannot go wrong with pizza, right? But then hopefully I won't be having those regretful feelings about if I order burgers this week again. But thank goodness when I'm eating the burgers, I feel more pleasure than when I'm eating pizza from another place. Maybe because I don't know how to make my own burgers, right? So I don't have like a comparison line between the two products. Like the burgers I order and the burgers I could make myself. So yeah, I will order burgers again. I cannot stop myself probably. But pizza wise, I may still give preference to baking my own pizzas because I do like the taste of my pizzas now more than the place I order. You made some chicken sinigang? What sinigang? Let me get my smartphone. It sounds tasty. I don't like chicken, but it sounds good. So it is a Filipino. Oh, it is like a soup, a chicken soup with bok choy. I heard of that before, but I don't know what it is. As veggies and a tamarind powder base. Damn, is it too sour? Tamarind is like incredibly sour, guys. So it's called Sini. Wait, where is it? Sinigang. Oh, wait. Sinigang is soup, but maybe in Filipino? Is it like a direct translation? It is like a Filipino stew. And it is, and the sour taste is a characteristic of it. And yeah, it's based on tamarind most of times, but it can also have some other sour fruits or sour leaves to make it sour. Interesting. You know what would be good though? A soup that's sour thanks to lemon, or actually to lime. Yeah, to lime. Man, if only I were not on quarantine, I would like buy many vegetables and make like a big soup. Because I did soup once. I learned how to cook soup once. But because we are stuck at home, I do not want to make those dishes that use a lot of ingredients because I need to save them. Oh, you are lurking, Jodansin, alright? It sounds delicious too. Yeah, right. Actually, I do add some lime to my mom's vegetable soup sometimes. Have you guys ever added some lime to it? It's really good. And also, of course, eating it with bread. It sounds disgusting, but trust me, when the bread gets the taste of that stew and then you bite it, but unfortunately I need to save soup for another time unless I make a very simple one with few ingredients. But if I were even not making the mashed potatoes to save ingredients, to save the potatoes in that case, imagine making a soup. But I need to learn how to make the tomato soup at least, that Joe Dancing likes to eat. Because I do not find the canned one. So bok choy is like a leafy green. You like tamarind? I haven't had many tamarind experiences in my life. I should give it another attempt, but I'm kind of scared of it because I know it's super sour. You can use whatever you like. Yeah, maybe it's not necessarily only for chicken. Maybe you can make a only vegetable soup but sour with the tamarind. But it's a very different seasoning. Like I have never heard of tamarind powder before. So what's happening on this level again? We have one hydraulics and the return of the car, right? Oh, it's because it's almost like an elevator because it needs to finish it in there. It's that, right? Yes, I think it needs to go like a zigzag. The puzzle is real. Yes, Joe. Yes, Joe Dancing. I almost said Joe Dancing. Yes, bookmark. This game has some very unique puzzles on each level. Even though some mechanics they are repeated, you cannot like solve them at first. Like there is always a trick to them. And in here, I'm trying to picture it. They gave me two steel bars. What I don't picture though is when am I using the hydraulics? Because usually when you use the hydraulics, it is because there is like a ship coming to the bridge. There is no ship in here. But there gotta be a news, right, for the hydraulics. I was thinking on building something like obvious like this, but it may not be like that. Let me test this out though. I want to see how is this car going to move. Oh, by the way, Bookmark, I'm not sure if this is going to be a game that you enjoy playing, but I'm going to risk it. But were you excited or have you been playing the new Streets of Rage game? I wonder if that's a game that gets your attention. I'm not sure though, I'm just taking a guess. Maybe I'm asking you that because I know you like King of Fighters. Wait, you saw it and then you plan to buy it this Sunday? There we go then. But I was making a connection like between King of Fighters, that's like a classic, and then this game is also a classic franchise. And I was like, maybe she also will enjoy playing Streets of Rage, although they are like different genres, King of Fighters and Streets of Rage. But I don't know, I somewhat still see a connection between those two games for some reason. You're really looking forward to it. So my friend said that the game is amazing. So far, the game has been really great. You really am? You like beaten up side scrollers? I haven't played many of those games. I think the one I played the most as a kid was the Power Rangers one. Have you ever heard or played the Power Rangers one for the Super Nintendo? I played that one a little bit, or for a bit, but one thing about those games are that, or is that they are super hard. So of course, as I'm a casual gamer, I could never beat those games. But I was really happy to hear that the genre is still alive, or we are still getting new great games that are beaten up. Even though, in my opinion, it's not one of the most popular genres out there, you know. but it definitely deserves love, or it definitely has its fans. So I'm happy for the fans, pretty much. Like, I'm happy Streets of Rage 4 is out, especially because it's a classic, and that beaten up is still alive, you know? It's not every day that you have news about beaten up games, or great news about it. This is not going to work, right? Thanks. But what else should I be worrying about this design? Maybe I'll need to use the strategy from the previous levels, right? To make like something like this. A little bit, but also we have the issue regarding the... Oh, by the way, this is useless, right? It's connecting two fixed joints. That's not going to change anything. But we have the issue regarding this support right here. But we have another joint there. I think I know what they want me to do now with the hydraulics, but it's not going to work, I think. Do they want me to lift this right here? To lift it... Wait, it's like this. Wait, it's the opposite because my camera is showing you the opposite direction, but I think they want me to do it like that, you know? Something like that. They want me to pretty much move this joint there. They want me to make this movement right here. But don't you think it's like a huge bridge for it to move by using only one hydraulic? Oh, you played the Power Rangers one? Could you beat it? You played as Trini, the Yellow Ranger? There we go. That's a super popular game here in Brazil. I think that's the one of the beaten up games that were the most popular back in the day here. Many people played that. I would say that Sunset Riders. I don't know if you have ever heard of Sunset Riders, but Sunset Riders is more like, I don't know, Contra, I would say. Is Contra a beaten up game, by the way? It's not, right? I think beaten up has more to do with direct fighting. Yeah, maybe it's more like an action game. You cannot get past the sewer stage. Sewer stages remind me of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, right? Why do they always make crazy hard sewer stages in games in general? Even the one in my RPG that was like a dungeon in a sewers that was early game, it has its trickiness and it can make a new person playing the game for the first time is stuck. Sewer levels are not forgiving for sure. I will keep trying more things with this configuration, but if it's still looking bad, then I will make some changes. This is also not going to change anything, right? What about this? It holds the first bridge, okay. But the car will never get to the destination because of that, right? Yeah. Okay, so I know what this level wants me to do, but I think it's going to be really hard. We do need to use the hydraulics. And the movement we need to do is from there to there. First of all, is this bridge stable? It's not. What if I increase the sizes of those wooden beams? Maybe like that. That's better. Yeah, right. Sewer levels are usually really hard. Wait, the car stopped? Oh, it's my computer that stopped. That's really clutch. Like the wave is at its maximum at some point. But it gets there. And then I need to use the hydraulics, right? They even tell it to me right there. Yeah. But moving this whole bridge is going to be awful. It is going, but that was the easy part, Bookmark. What do we do now with that? But sure, at least we know what to look for. They want me to do something like... Wait. Wait. Maybe it is not too hard? What about... Is it something like this? And then contract 50% and then split joint? Let's have some hopes. So... No, I need this to move. Do I need everything on 2? I'm not sure if this is going to be it. Let's try. Oh! Oh! It's progress. Okay, that's okay. That's better than what I was expecting. So the numbers are right, everything needs to move. But how can we make it to lift it more, you know? Maybe the angles? Oh yeah, maybe something like this? First I'm worried about the hydraulics, then I fix the... That's not enough. But it's the max... Wait a second, what if I make something like this and then I use the hydraulics on that? So I have more space to like pull it? Let me try that. So Bookmark, have you ever beaten the previous Streets of Rage games? Probably you have, right? But they are hard. We need to have contract 50. Yes. But then it needs to be like that. Yeah. What about this now? Oh! It's closer! Oh my god, we are almost doing it. I'm feeling, besides the power outages, I'm so proud of my work on this game tonight. So proud. Today has been a glorious day besides the power outages. Even though of course I had to refine some ideas I had for these 3 levels of the day, I'm happy that the directions I was thinking were right? Man, we so got this. There we go. Lift it up. It's still not enough though. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Maybe if we make it like um, something like this. So that allows us to stretch the steel bars a little bit more. I mean, not really, but it should though. Yeah, this is not enough, right? Getting some progress energy, finally. Freaking finally. We have been on this world too since what, stream number 2 of this game? Maybe stream number 3, but it's been forever. Last weekend was frustration streams for the couple levels we have played. But this is the magic of this game, like, even though it is brutal at some times, as you learn the things, it's so pleasuring for and rewarding for you to come up with the solutions, to see them working. It does ask you to really think about stuff. And then you keep using your previous experiences on the past levels again. It's definitely a game that you deserve a diploma after you finish it, because you do learn throughout the game. And it's crazy how so far each level has its unique touch. And that's a new lesson for you every time. But yeah, this is still not done, but it's getting there. What else can I do? Maybe I'll need to change the steel bars. Let's mix them up, right? Maybe by doing something like this. Because this needs to go higher. Yeah, that's the max. And that's the max for the steel bar. So you have only played the second one and at the normal difficulty. This is a pretty cool concept in-game. This game is surprisingly great, in my opinion. At first and at the first streams, it's going to be painful. Actually, to be honest, it's going to be painful for even more than the first streams, because sometimes there is a level here that takes us forever to solve, or to solve it. But there is a, there are logic things on the background, and getting to those logical things is really rewarding. But it's definitely not a game for everyone. If you are impatient and if you cannot deal with frustration, you will give up about this game very soon. I do think the tutorials of this game could be better, because sometimes when they introduce the new mechanics, it's like, what's going on? I don't get it. So I do think the tutorials could be better, but once you start really seeing what's going on in here, it does feel much better. This is not going to work, right? Yeah. It's because of this. Replace that. And then try using wood on the center, like like this. But I still think this is not going to work. Yep. Maybe I was getting closer in my first attempts. I always see all the unique games from watching my streams. I do stream some weird ass games, right? Especially games that are usually not on the highlight. But those games are usually between the RPGs. I think the RPGs I play, they are more popular in general. Actually, not the next one. I think not many people has played or have played Digimon World. But in between streams, or not in between streams, in between JRPGs, I do like to add some crazy variety and try out some weird and different games. Even though they are not like uh, too well known, or not many people would like stop by the stream to check that out. But I do like this variety. I like to change things up from time to time. And even though like some games are more indie or more simple, or if they have their flaws or they are too brutal, like this one for example, they all have some good things about them. And that's why I like to give them a try. I was not expecting this game to be this hard when I first heard of it, but now that I see how complicated it is and how it really wants the player to get immersed on it and like use your brain, buddy, I do respect it a lot. And it does really feel better as you remain patient and just enjoy the music, and then you try your hardest to leave the frustration behind. Because when you do it, it's really great. Wait, what if we mix up like an iron bar here and one there? But bookmark, usually when I go for those more different games, I usually go for short games, but this one is surprisingly long as well. But in my opinion, I mean, of course they are different games, but this is not too different from Roller Coaster Tycoon in my opinion. It is different, but I can see the things in common, you know? Even though it's hard for me to put the right words on that comparison. But it's like both are simulators or building games, and they have their objectives. They are both long games as well. Some levels are more easy, some are more hard. And I do think that both are very chill. Maybe just maybe the difference is that this one is not too eventful because it requires more thinking process and more analyzing. But playing this reminds me of playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. I would try that. Wait, put it here. But this is not going to work, right? Yeah, this is not going to work. But that's what I was trying to do. Contract 50%. Oh, it's because this is not fixed. We can try fixing it. What about now? Oh! Oh yeah, because it is contracting. Never mind, it needs to expand. Right? No. No, no, no. It needs to contract. Oh, it's the split joint. Wait, no, it's not the split joint. Why is this not working? Show that to me again, but in on slow motion. I think it's just because it is too heavy. It is because it is too heavy, right? You can see the similarities bookmark. Which, by the way, I need to go back to Roller Coaster Tycoon at some point, right? Let's try fixing this in here as well. Maybe it's because it is indeed too heavy. Oh yeah, so this iron bar cannot uh, support it. It gotta be that. But everything is too far away. Maybe if I make something like this, that's not good, right? I still need to make a connection between those two. Yeah. It's been a while. I think I stopped playing Roller Coaster Tycoon during Final Fantasy IX, or maybe even a little bit before that. So it's been like, man, it's been what? It's been more than 7 months? Very perplexing. I don't know if I'm getting there now. I felt that I was closer when I was first attempting this, but nothing was really working though. Yeah, it's been a long time, even though I don't feel like it. But definitely, it's been a long time. Let's go back to the iron bars on top, because they need to carry the whole thing, right? If only I had more iron bars though. Wait, is it because it's still heavy? Oh, look at this. This is not complete. What about now? Although I already feel like I need to enlarge this triangle right here. But then if I do that, then I will not extend the bridge high enough. Sabri is saying that he thinks that in my first attempt I didn't change the percentage on the hydraulics. I did. I think I did. But this is getting closer to the first attempt, right? Yeah, it's too heavy, you see? I was using only the iron bars, which makes sense, to try getting it. Although the problem was the height. I was trying to use the maximum height for the hydraulics, which is that, but those two iron bars make it limited. Especially if I want the perfect angle, which would be 90 degrees, or like in a vertical direction. But sure, let's make some more testing in here. What happens if it is angled like that? How much is it going to go up? I have another idea. What if I change that and I put it here? And then I give it even more angle, and by giving it more angle, I'm also stretching it a little bit more, right? Sure, try it right there. That did not work. Probably because I would need to make this connection right here. Now it's too heavy, right? No, this is looking worse. That thing just broke off like no one's business. Yeah, those... Oh, wait a second. Go back. Maybe it broke because of this right here. Wait, let me try this. But yeah, those bridges, they have no respect. Like, they are super careless about the player. If they wanna be rough, they will be rough. But this may work. Never mind. So, I don't get it. Let's go back to when we were getting closer, right? And I was trying to pull it from here. Let's see. Oh! Jump car! But okay, we somehow could raise it higher. But I was not trying that before, come on. I totally was trying that before. But there we go. Maybe we need to make... Wait, show that to me again. We need to make a part of it stronger, right? Like the second half? Like this? Oh, I actually know what I need to do. I need to add wood right there, right? This may work, I'm hoping. Yes. Oh, but also on that one. Okay. I can do that. What about now? Because we are dealing with oh no, I'm still having lots of problems in here. But we are dealing with tension. It is stretching the bridge and the supports as well. It's not only lifting it, it's stretching it. Hey Gabriel, what's up, man? How are you? It did almost work, but we are dealing with tension now. You don't know it, it would have been up to inspection standards, but it was something. Yeah, right, we are getting there. I need to deal with this this tension. But how? I also don't see why it's getting tensionated. I'm not sure if that's an English word. You're hungry? We here are always hungry, man. I'm super damn hungry, but have a great dinner. Hopefully it's something really delicious. And extra points for you in case it is burgers because I have been craving burgers all day or every day. Let me test this out, but I don't think it's going to solve it. Put wood on all the road, like. Sure. It's not that, right? Even though it is tension. Yeah, it's not only that. I think we need to change the angle again. This can be risky, we may get to another bad situation or bad attempt, but I think I need to change that. Can I enlarge it more? Wait. I can't. I don't think it is because of the angle. Oh my god, that was so damn close. But then the steel bars could not resist it. Can I make it stronger by adding wooden bars? Uh, what about this now? Oh! Oh my god! It's close, but not enough. What about this? Okay, now I think it's because it. Yes, I know what's happening. It's because it's contracting too much, to my surprise. It needs to contract more. Try 35%. I mean, did I say contract more? It needs to contract less. But it's more than that. So 40? Oh, can you jump? No! Wait, why is that not connected right there? Yeah, this right here is completely... Try adding more wood and also try increasing those bars down there. That may do it. Yeah. Although it also makes it heavier, right? But we do have the chance to contract more if you want. It's going to still break right here. Because of this. Enlarge that one and add another bunch. What about it now? It's breaking there. Probably because it's too heavy. But this is like the perfect angle. When I was playing the elevator level, I was connecting that to the bottom, right? Will I have money to do that? I don't. Why is there a piece that keeps bouncing? For the first part of the bridge, right? Wait, actually never mind, now that I noticed it. Maybe because of the hydraulics. I don't need those two things anymore, right? Because the stress is super low at this first moment. Okay, so the hydraulics helps me to get rid of the bouncing things. But they were there before the hydraulics because otherwise the bridge would collapse. So this is going to make it lighter, plus it gives me more money if I want to connect the top to the bottom, right? And I may consider doing that. But I still need more money, I think. It's getting so close, sorry, but this right here needs to be stronger. I was thinking on connecting this, I don't know, this amount of support to the bottom, but that also sounds like too much. Have you tried moving the steel around? Yes, but that's like the perfect angle though. It was like the best angle we could get for the bridge to lift. Decrease the speed. It's getting tensionated or stressed on the wooden bars. There and there. But it's especially there as the car gets closer, you see? It's right there, the problem. Let's try adding more wooden bars, why not? Is this going to make it? Wait. What about now? Is it going to balance everything even more? As I still could not connect that upper part to the bottom? No, it's still getting super stressed, right? Wait! Oh, but it was closer. We got closer this time. Can I stretch them more? I can't. But I need to stretch everything as well. Oh, I could stretch that one. Yes. What about this one? No. Try it again. They still is the bulk of the support. It is, but it's not enough. But they still is good. Wait, now they stressed? Wooden bar is different. Wait, and I I had a problem behind me. But why? Like, I was not changing anything right there. By the way, I just noticed that this bridge looks like a paper boat. It looks a lot like a paper boat. The bridge itself let go. Yeah, those bridges have some weird behavior to them, right? Oh. Okay, it's this right here. Can I? Okay, maybe this will do it. Maybe I just need to stretch it. Actually, what if I also stretch it in here? Is that going to help it somehow? Mm, nay. I hate that when I'm trying to solve one problem, more problems show up, right? So should we change the angle and the iron bars again? Do I really need to have this bunch of things going on? Try the Triforce. Now the problem is right there. So we're saying that I should not change the iron bars? The iron bars don't keep the bridge together, so I would worry about the steel after. Yeah, like the steel bars are kinda good, it's the wooden parts. Once the bridge works, then worry about the iron. Nah, I think I will not worry about the over budget situation anymore. Once the bridge works, let's just move on. But I'm struggling to figure. Oh, I'm struggling to figure a way of helping the steel bars. But I could not come up with a good shape, you know? How can I help that? wait, what if I use... Let's try... Okay, I have something to try. Let's try creating crates. It's been a while since I last built them. And then we need to connect to the steel bars. Is this too crazy? It is, right? And then I cannot do anything else. It's... Oh, it's going to crash.